Hey you guys, what the fluff is good, YouTube? Welcome or welcome back to my channel. It's Vanessa. I hope all is well with everybody, y'all. I am on crunch time. Okay, I was supposed to do this video last night, but I was dog tired. Okay. Conversation of chlorophyll, babes. Today's topic is regarding Mercury retrograde and what I've experienced so far. So, Mercury retrograde can talk about people returning back from your past, old situations coming up. Even if no one returns, it could be familiar energies that awaken in you memories of people or situations. And for me, I kept feeling like somebody was going to spin the block. Did I know exactly who? No. But a few days ago, oh yeah, you guys, to save me time, I already had mixed everything together. But a few days ago, an old friend of mine had randomly popped up at my house. And I was caught off guard. And it's like when I went to the door, I was just like looking like, why are you here? And it's not me trying to be mean or anything, but it's just like we don't talk, so why are you here? I promise y'all I'm not trying to be mean or anything. Like, I completely have closed that part of my life, that chapter of my life. I completely like closed that out. Anybody from that era of my life cannot come back into my life. You know, I don't care if they apologize. I don't care how much work they said they have done on themselves. I'm proud of you. Good job. Keep doing it. But it's like you're not invited back into my space. I don't want you here. The history that we had good moments, but we also had bad moments. I have seen and witnessed her go through many different things. I've seen her ups and downs, and I definitely tried to stay in her corner. But when she had her bad moments, it's like she was against the world, so she would make weird comments or treat me a little bit weird. Like, she would sneak diss me. She would make colorist comments because she is a fair-skinned girl. She's a light-skinned woman. She would make comments about skin tones and stuff. She would make comments about like who gets the most men, or weird stuff like that, and subtle bullying like tactics that she used to do. And like I said, at that point I was like not a confrontational type of person. I still don't like confrontation, you guys. Not that I'm like scared to fight or stand up for myself. It's just I don't like confrontation. So it's like if I peep any of that, I tend to just like move away from it, because it's like, what is it going to do? It's not going to do anything, because I believe that when we reach a certain age, we are grown people. We know exactly what we're doing. I'm not going to explain what you did and what you did not do. The last time I talked to her before, a few days ago, was probably like 2 years ago, I think. I'm not sure. After our last encounter, I just felt like the energy was weird. Like, it was still some weird ass animosity. And y'all, I honestly, like, we have talked about everything. We talked on the phone, on Instagram, video chat, and we both apologized and we moved on. But it's like when she gets in front of me and she drinks alcohol or whatever, it's like a different side. It's like all of the unhealed parts of her comes up, and she wants to like do verbal attacks and stuff. And it's like I said, back then I definitely used to get my smoke on, and I definitely used to drink, but I was never a heavy drinker. I was always more of a stoner. So it's like I quit nicotine. I had quit Mary Jane. I rarely drink. I don't drink like that for real. Yeah, but she just randomly popped up at my door and pretty much was like giving me a rundown of her life. And I was just like, you know, that's good. She looks beautiful. She's nice and healthy. So it's like, I was like, spin around, period. Like, go ahead. It's just like, okay, that's good. I'm proud of you and stuff like that. But it's just like, I already know when it comes to this energy and this, I already know it's the pattern. Every retrograde, she comes back. This has been the longest period of time that she did not come back. She was just like, oh yeah, I had to get away from everybody and stuff like that. So I'm sorry if I like just up and left. Y'all, to be honest, the last time me and this girl had talked, I blocked her from everything. Blocked her number, blocked her from every social media. I wasn't talking to her brother. So for her to come in my face and be like, oh yeah, I'm sorry if I did this and I did that, and you know, if I caused this and that, whatever the case may be, I was just like, but it's like I could see she was trying to like reverse things. It didn't happen that way. But if that's what you want to go with, that's what you go with. But I know what happened on my end. She was like, yeah, I've been going to therapy and stuff. That's cool, that's good, you feel me? Go to therapy. And if y'all watch my videos, I always say go to therapy, you feel me? Do whatever makes you feel better, whatever makes you happy. Disassociate from people that do not mix with you. I always tell you guys that. And she was just like, show me the children, because I've known her children since they were kids. So it's like all of them are growing up. So I kind of got emotional, you guys, because it's like I really seen them when they was really little, and now they're growing up. She's doing an amazing job with them, and y'all can clearly see it's no hate in my heart, nothing like that. It's just that part of my life is over with. That's not the type of stuff that I'm on, you know. So it's like I don't, yeah. But it's like she wanted to compare lives, like, oh yeah, I'm doing this and this is going good in my life, and I'm doing this. That's amazing. But it's like I was asking myself, and I was asking God, I was like, God, why, when she's quote unquote in this like level up stage, why does she have to run back and report to me? It's like I don't understand why she feels the need to come back to me and report everything that's going good in her life. Like, I guess she wants me to be angry and upset and hateful and jealous, but it's like I'm not like that. So after she showed me pictures, I got on the phone with my homegirl, because me and my homegirl, we were about to hit the streets. We was finna be outside for a little bit, and then we coming right back to my crib. We going to eat, chill, do her hair, all that stuff. It was just, we had us a ball. So the ex-friend was just like, she had her male friend with her. She was like, well, we could give you a ride up the street or whatever. I was like, okay, cool. So I told her to drop me off by a gas station, because my homegirl was like across the street or whatnot. And she was just like, yeah, she was just talking about one of her children, was talking about how tall and big she got and stuff or whatnot. And I was just like, oh my gosh, yes. And she was just like, you know, well, take my number down, you know, I'm gonna put that in your hands, I'm gonna put the ball in your court, you know, use it if you want to, you know, if you want to, or if you need to use it, then you do that, stuff like that. My right ear just started ringing. But yeah, you guys, I got her number, but it's just I'm not gonna use it. And that's literally not me being a bitch, that's not me being mean, that's literally me protecting my energy, and also just letting her know, like, this whatever relationship you want with me is never going to happen. It's never going to happen. I've gave her multiple chances to be a friend, you know, after we are separated for a few months. Sometimes we are separated for a year, and when we come back, it's cool. But then she starts the life comparisons, the colorist things. It all starts over again. And it's like, I see the cycle. I'm not repeating that. It's done. So it's done in my book. Like, my mindset and my goals, the things that I was on back then, that's nothing to how I am now. It's just I want more for myself. I'm not in competition about who has the better life and who looks better and who has the most designer and jewelry and who gets the most men. That's not my lifestyle. That's not my mindset. That's nothing like what I'm on. Like, that's nothing what I'm on. But after I got out the car, I started walking over to my friend, and we were waiting for a bus, a specific bus that's going to take us directly to where we needed to go. And the ex-friend, I'm gonna call her Retrograde, and her boyfriend sat at that gas station for like 10 minutes just looking at me and my homegirl. And I was just like, I looked down that way because I'm looking for the bus. It's cold outside, but I'm looking. I said, oh, dang, they didn't pull off yet. Like, she just sat there. Here are some of the reasons why people come back during a Mercury retrograde, and like literally they come back to see if they still have access to you. That's one. People will give you a break, and they want to check the temperature to just see what they can get away with, if they still have access and things. And they'll either pop up, they'll try to contact you, call, text, come through social media, any kind of way. Also, our dynamics are different. You know, I'm pretty sure she has grown a lot and stuff. I'm not going to take away from anything, because like I said, it's been years since me and this girl communicated, you know. But it's like, as long as she's not in trouble and the children are good, like I don't care, you feel me? I don't care. But yeah, so I don't know, maybe she sensed my energy changing, you guys, because like y'all see, I have not been posting this much, and that's because I am really anchoring down on things behind the scenes, and I have become literally, like, I have accomplished some really big goals. Oh my god, I'm not gonna cry. I have yet to tell anybody. A small percentage of people knows the things that I have accomplished behind the scenes, and I just became a quiet person about certain things, because I don't like a lot of people in my business. When I'm ready to reveal the things that I have been accomplishing, then I will. But other than that, it's like, it's no competition. I'm not in competition about life. You know, if people are doing great, that's good. If you're not doing well, I hope you get better. But it's not like that, you know. And that just shows that our mindsets are different, and that our growths in certain areas are different, you know. And I have become a person that is very strict on their boundaries, and I'm very much 10 toes down. If I cut you off, and if I tell you that I'm cutting you off, most of the time I don't even tell people that I'm cutting them off. I just cold turkey. You will not hear from me. You blocked on everything. From a spiritual angle and point, a person just checks to see if they still have access. She wanted to see if she still had access to me. She wanted to see if she still could trigger me in any way, and she wanted to confirm or get some type of insight on if I'm still living the same life, or if I'm still at this quote-unquote same level or whatever. And it's just like, that's none of your business. Like, bro, if life, this is what I don't understand. This is not only for my situation or her. This is for anybody. If you had a person you was once close to, and you leave them alone, or they leave you alone, and then you skyrocket and you're doing all these amazing things, the last thing that'll be on my mind is, let me go back to them so I could show off and show them how this and that is going. I'm too busy celebrating and living life. That's what I'm doing. I'm living life. You feel me? Like, I don't care about what the next person is doing. I don't. I'm out here living life. I'm getting it. I don't care what it looks like to anybody else, because I know, me and God knows what's really tea. So it's just like, it's no point of me trying to prove a point or anything like that. You feel me? But yeah, let me know if you guys have people that constantly, it don't even have to only be during a retrograde, but do you guys always have people that return after a period of time just to see if they can still have access to you, or if they still can trigger you, if they can still just get in your vicinity and be around you? And have you guys let them back in? Now, like I said, past me, I definitely let people back in that I never should have. And it's like you going against yourself. Like, my higher self would be like, don't do it. It's going to be the same exact thing. And I'd be like, oh, maybe they changed, you know? And then it's like, I get the same exact results, and I'm triggered and hurt all over again, and I have to heal from that. But it's like, now, I'm telling you, after 2025, bro, I became somebody different. I've dealt with death. I've dealt with betrayal, with freaking beefs I never knew I had with people. Like, it's weird. I've dealt with a lot, and just spreading myself thin. But that was last year. This is a whole new year, and it's like, it's so much that I have accomplish and change. I don't care if it's not, some people only focus on the material and the monetary things, but it's like, it's bigger than that. You feel me? I do a lot of energy work, and like I said, I could be completely honest. Like, in past videos where I was very happy and bubbly and stuff like that, yes, I was very happy, but it's like, I had very toxic habits. I was a nicotine addict. I was a pothead. And I drank, but not like that. And like, I just wasn't making the greatest decisions. I was dealing and dating. I was dealing with friends that really weren't my friends. I was dating people that really did not care about my well being. And it's just like, I had to really separate myself from a lot of people, users and abusers, pretty much. But I really had to separate and be by myself and really get some things together. I really had to have a conversation with myself like, babes, we gonna have to get this together. You know, you claim you want this type of lifestyle and this is how you want to be and this, but it's like, are you putting the actions behind that? You know, you could go on Pinterest and make all the mood boards you want. That's just a mood board. You could stir at it, but that don't mean it's going to happen just because you stir at it. You know, you have to really put the work in. I'm really putting the work in. That's just something that I recently experienced, and it's awesome to see how much I've grown and to see like how much I've healed, because it's like nothing that this past friend tried triggered me like at all. And look at God showing me my dream car.
Tryna steal